Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Hey guys, Stephen I fought for my Fort Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. Today, it's the 19th of January 2023. New year, new ideas, new places to see. And today I'm up on what it's called Mango Mountain. A few minutes down from Auckland Airport. It's one of the common sites. It's a beautiful site. And most people sort of congregate and come and enjoy this beautiful height of Auckland City. And just behind me here, looking down towards Manukau Harbour, and this is Mangrove Mountain as I'm starting to head up towards it. Now, what's today's theory? What's today's words? What is today's important things that we've got to maintain and talk about? I think one for sure is called words. Words is so important because that's how we communicate with one another. And in the Holy Bible, God talks about the word. The word that it is utilized in the Holy Bible talks quite strongly about the importance to understand God's word that's written in the Holy Bible. Now, it is words that we can use literally to design ourselves for greater things in the future. And of course, we're far more intelligent these days as human beings to use our own words appropriately and in all manner of our lives. Words, very, very, very important. Words. Oh, and I'm on up on one of the tree stumps. It's a big, huge, probably a Bahuda carver tree that's been chopped. Quite a few of them up here. Big trees. Oh my God. The council has dropped quite a lot of them up here. Whether because they're dangerous or not, I don't know. But the last time I was here, there was a lot of old trees up here, of course. Most of them now has been chopped down. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. Words. It's important that we use words appropriately, whether to describe ourselves or to talk to somebody. Words mean a great deal. And words can also be effective in destroying people. Words. And the words that we can say to one another, especially to our children, are very, very important. Because those words can make a huge impact in the children's life as they grow up. Your words can also design them for what's the future hold for them. I remember when my mum used to say to me these things when I was a kid. There was only a certain patterns of words she used to say to me. Now, when I was a kid, I didn't take much notice of it. Excuse me. But later on in life, I started to realize the words that Mum was talking about was literally a prophecy or preparing me for what I am today in the future. And those words were expressed when her father saw her daughter, that's my mum, son, that's me, fell off the bed only about a couple of weeks old and landed square at the top of my head on the concrete floor, and nothing happened. But when my grandfather, who's a First World War veteran, Mr. Talauta, when he saw that, he said something to his mother that was quite profound, which my mother, of course, kept reciting over me when I was growing up. And in this language, this is my own native tongue, of course, it states, it said, "Ko whanau te koe e uru tangata he lalo langi." Now, what does that mean? If we interpret it today in English, that is a prophecy called, "I'm born the head of this universe." I know, it sounds crazy, but who cares? It's my life. My mum, my grandfather, has prophesied those words about me. And I feel like that. I feel like I am born the head of this universe. I'm proud of it. And as I continue to live life, grow up, Mum kept reciting those words. In the last few days before the end of her life, she did recite again and said, "No wonder your grandfather said those words." And of course, I'm living those standards today. The words dictate exactly who we are in this lifetime. It's a wonderful thing. Nothing to be ashamed of. So whatever the good words that have been said about you in the future, or today, of course, it's important to accept the good ones, ignore the bad ones. Of course, we're going to face the bad ones from time to time. Nothing to be fearful of. That's a great thing. But the good words means a great deal. Take advantage of it. Good morning.
Morning.
And that's the beauty of it all. The beauty of words can literally dictate and prepare our lives for the future. And of course, if you've been watching a lot of my YouTube videos, you probably recognize I talk a lot. Perhaps I do. More importantly, I think the words that I say hopefully have an impact in your own life. And that's the necessity of it all. I hope my words can give you some sort of guidelines and meaning. And of course, please subscribe to my YouTube video. I am trying to set a goal to try and reach my 1,000 subscribers. And those who 440 of you or 450 so far, thank you very much for subscribing. You're doing me a great favor. You'll have a great new year by doing that great favor. Now words, see, those are my words for you. Wonderful things can happen to people who continues to do great things in the future. And your action alone has done that for us. Good morning, ladies. And that's the beautiful thing about it. Words. So whatever you describe yourself, please make sure they're words of meaningful words. For example, wake up in the morning, say good morning to everybody you meet on the way. Good morning to yourself. Good morning to God. And what are you really saying about yourself? You know, are you saying, ooh, when you see yourself in the mirror, like I'm seeing myself on the video, man, he's a handsome dude. There's so many things about you. There are a lot of people who loves you. You know, you're a very rich man. You know why? Even the Bible talks about Stephen. This is in Act 8, chapter 6, I think. Stephen, a man richly blessed by God, full of faith, love and power, did wonderful things among the people. Now those are words, it may not mean a lot to people, but because it's attached, my name is attached to it, I'm going to accept that as God's blessings for me. Stephen, a man richly blessed by God. So why not? You take something that's meaningful to you. It doesn't matter what people say. As long as you can believe it, that's what's far more important. It's you to believe what you say about yourself, or what I say about you is true. You're far more important than you think you are. Okay? We're all born into this world beautiful, gorgeous, loved, and full of grace. And that grace continues with us as we grow up. And maintaining that grace is part of the journey. It's part of that journey to the excellence of who you are. Here I am, again in Mangrove Bridge. They've actually, as I said, chopped down many of the old trees, but at the same token, they have put steps for people to climb up here. Only 10 years ago I was up here. They didn't have these steps. But the modernization of this society continues. It's a beautiful thing. And as we look down towards Manukau Harbour, and behind me, the Mangrove Bridge coming from the airport, and of course the Onehunga Harbour. Now the beauty, again, words, very powerful. So please, use your words appropriately on your day-to-day existence of life. And more importantly, the words you say about yourself. What good things are you saying to yourself? Are you looking in the mirror every morning and saying, oh my God, you're such a handsome or a pretty young woman. You know, I love you. You know, great things that you can certainly describe yourselves, as long as you can believe it. Remember, your own words can certainly dictate a beautiful scenario about who you are, what you can be. Now, what would anybody want to listen to that sort of understanding? It's simple. It's only words. But words can certainly mean a great deal for your life. It can literally change your life just by changing your words that you say about yourself and your own existence. Don't stay in the face of what they call blame game. Don't get into that idea of blame my wife, blame my parents, blame that person who crossed me on the traffic, blame the police. No, everybody in society's got a purpose in life. If the police is after you, it's because you've done something naughty. Maybe your words are not as good as it should be. Maybe you should be choosing far more gracious words to be used to explain your situation. But anyway, this is Stephen R. Ford from R. Ford Fortune, creating fortunes for the future. As you see, those words are my words. Why would I say such things? It's none of your business to a certain degree, but you can certainly use certain good words to explain yourself about who you are and what you want to achieve in the future. My goal is to have more children, of course, be a billionaire at the same time. Part of life. It's a beautiful life. It's an awesome life. Good morning. So these sort of words and expectations are part and parcels who we can be. You just got to be good at choosing far more gracious and meaningful words about yourself. Say things that's worthy about yourself, and you will certainly become one. You will. Don't let anybody say bad words against you or bad words towards you. Just ignore them or run away as fast as you can, because you don't want to hear the negative words that can be said against you or before you. You'll not hear good words, because it touches the spirit of man and human beings. It can change your life just by changing the words that you say about yourself, that you describe yourself, and how you see your own existence in the environment. So of course, today, it's just one of those wonderful days you can say, oh my God, I'm on top of the world. And when you're on top of the world, you can see things better from up here than down where we are sometimes. Up high, far more superior in existence than it is down below. I'm on top of the Mangrove Mountain, of course, and the sight It's absolutely extraordinary. Down the back there, going towards One Tree Hill and Auckland City. It's a wonderful day here in Auckland. It's a bit windy, but not windy. A nice breeze, nice and cool. And we're supposed to be in the middle of summer, but it has been raining. It has been raining nearly for the 3 weeks, I think. And we love the rain. Absolutely love the rain. But anyway, for the day, what's your word? What's the best word that you can describe yourself today? If you're feeling unloved, just say to yourself, sorry, I am in love. And if you're feeling pain or hurt from somebody not loving you, that's not the point. It's probably because you're not loving yourself more. You're probably loving those other people far more than yourself, and you can't handle that sort of process. So firstly, say to yourself, look in the mirror, I love you. You're a wonderful person. You're going to be rich, wealthy, and you're going to have plenty of babies. That's wonderful, isn't it? Anyway,